Right, g'day guys, Clint here for dropshipdownunder.com.au. Today I'm going to be talking about stop overthinking your dropshipping store and just get started. Alright, with that, let's get cracking. Right, so this has been inspired by tons and tons of messages I get, lots of emails, with people dead set overthinking every single little element before they even get started, okay? And if this is you, you probably know this as well. You're running through your mind, I need to do this, what about this, what about that, what about this? Right, at the end of the day, guys, you don't need to know it all at first, right? You need to pick a system, whether it be what Grant and I teach or whoever else you're following or whatever YouTube videos you're following. Follow that system and stick to it. And don't overthink it. The main goal is to get started. So what I mean by that, right, is break it down into small parts. So obviously you need to do your niche research and your market research, right? Everything else doesn't matter. Until you've broken that down, that one little section down, you don't need to overthink anything else. Nothing else matters because you haven't even started on the only section that matters at that point, right? So do your niche selection, do your market research, and then make a decision, right? The next step is the next step, which is building out a demo store, right? Up until that point, you don't need to know anything else about that. So next step is learn how to build a demo store, right? You've selected a niche, build the demo store around it, upload some products that are, that fit that niche, right? So you've done your two steps. You haven't needed to overthink what happens calling suppliers, GST, starting your company, this, that, the other. You don't need to worry about any of that just yet, do you? Think about it. Don't overthink it. Do it step by step by step by step. Okay? When you're overthinking every little issue, the smallest things, what happens if PayPal holds my money? What about if, I don't get approved by this supplier or that supplier, or I don't have enough products? None of it matters, because if you don't get started, none of it will, you won't run into any of these problems. Does that make sense to you guys? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Okay, so break it down in small incremental parts, incremental goals. Smash that goal, move on to the next. Learn what you need to learn and smash that. Learn what you need to learn, smash that. Okay, bang, 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 bang. You don't need to overthink it. And as the obstacles come at you, you will have grown and learned on your feet. You understand what I'm saying? You don't need to know everything because it's just too big of a project. Starting your own business, starting your own brand new online company, even just learning it is a big mission. I mean, it's like, whatever job you have at the moment, how many years did it take you to get your head around that, to get to the position you are now, right? And you think you're going to get this done in 5 minutes? That's not how it works, right? So again, don't overthink it. The main goal is to get started, start on niche selection, make a decision, do your market research, make a decision. Right, once you've made your decision, move to the next step, move to the next step, move to the next step. I mean, I keep repeating myself, but this is all you need to do. You don't need to worry about these tiny little details that might come at you. Right, you will deal with them as they come, and you will learn as they come. You will learn as you do. All right, so this is what I'm getting at. I get lots and lots of emails with people worrying about the smallest little details that don't even matter, and in the end, they don't even get started. They don't even start in the end because they're worrying about all this other stuff that it really doesn't matter until you're up and running, or you've made a few sales, or customer complaint happens and then you deal with it. But none of it's going to happen unless you've got a store up, running, suppliers, everything else in between. So once you've done all your steps, you've got your store up, just, take massive action is what I'm getting at here, guys. Do not overthink your dropshipping store. If you don't get started, none of this will ever happen. Nothing will ever happen if you don't get started, right? So if you're sitting there procrastinating, thinking about this, that, all these tiny little issues that might go wrong or right, just let it go and start from the start and work your way through and learn as you go. All right, so again, as always, guys, I could ramble on about this. I mean, if we're sitting here together, we could chat about this all day. But as always, if you want to learn how to do what I do, step by step, check out dropshipdownunder.com.au. That's a course Grant and I developed for fellow Aussies to learn how to dropship from the ground up. So that's it, dropshipdownunder.com.au. Check it out. And if you like the vid, guys, give me a thumbs up. If you've got any questions about procrastination, or you know, just getting started or anything like that, leave some comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Subscribe to the channel, and as always, keep living the dream, and we'll talk again next time. Cheers.